he didn't like he was just like.
But you had starvation.
Wait, he helped us.
Blame it on David.
Yeah, it's my fault.
No, Daniel, was your fault.
Of course.
Hold on. David, what time did you send me that text?
You're right. It's on me. It's my fault.
Today? You didn't mind also today?
Probably say something like hour.
Let's not go that crazy.
Wow, that's trifling.
Probably like hour.
That's crazy.
No problem. I'll take that. I got it. I'll fix it.
Put it
I
right
got
here. Oh. It's the
Alarm? Okay.
Russell. I don't know.
You said Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Russell.
Why you not over here? Why you not over here?
Nah, you can join in if you want to join in.
Right.
If that's your really reason.
She's just waiting on me so we could go home.
Oh,
You
that means we gotta hurry.
could, you could throw in your comments.
Alright.
Wait, what's going on here?
Wait, devil's advocate when I
Side,
pocket wings.
Huh?
You got any side things? Please.
Is that what?
You said like what up other pocket wings.
Listen, I live on the
So we're gonna start with introductions again, I guess. Should I?
Yeah. This way you guys could properly introduce yourselves.
I'm just gonna end this live because it's not making sense.
Right, I'm gonna lie. I can end mine.
So goodbye, people.
Alright.
Wait, I have to
I'm gonna end it. Yeah, if we don't end it, it'll start in an hour.
Oh yeah, it'll stop and then.
So I'm gonna end this live and then come back. I'm gonna end it. The topic is relationship. I'm gonna end this live and come right back. And then.
Back.
And
I knew when she said she was angry, it was done.
Alright.
That's your bad.
So now we're an hour later. Let's see. It takes a while. Hello. Alright, we're back.
Okay, now.
We're back live. And we're talking about relationships, being single, not being single, married men, single men. Her touch my booty. She was like, oh, what's this? Like, all of the crap. We ain't gonna lie to you.
Bonnie, talk.
Yes.
Check your.
So we have.
What's going on?
Who's this?
Can you guys just say test as you go down the line?
Testing, 1, 2, 3, yeah.
Testing.
Test.
Test.
Oh,
Make sure you talk about it.
Test.
Got it.
You know I got the soft
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, continue.
Okay, everyone can do things.
voice going on.
Somebody
Yeah,
was sitting there live when y'all say that.
What's going on? Alright, so we'll start with you.
Wait,
Oh, starting with me.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, my name is Kiju Justice.
you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, we going now? I'm Links.
Yeah.
What's good? What's going on? All right.
It's Cherubi.
How you doing, Sing? How you doing?
Asia, Miss Crazy Sexy Cool, the jumper.
How was he supposed to go after that? Like,
Jumper. Marcel, DJ Bones. What's going on?
Alright.
and you are, sir.
Need some
And
content.
Daniel.
I started to
I'm letting the camera.
Need some content.
No matter.
She's like the
They
jumper.
got here when we talk. I gotta get my
I
space
should have just came in with our whole AKAs and everything.
I just said it.
This is the first time. We'll do more. So the majority of the stuff we're going to talk about today is relationships. The reason why I invited each of you guys is because you guys have different perspectives, and I respect and I think that they're valuable. And I think that people can learn from the stuff that you guys have to say, as we already had earlier in the pre-show, where things are learned. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So this is not a love and hip hop kind of thing. This is adults, grown people talking about grown people shit that can recognize and respect the fact that we don't all have to be the same or think the same while we're discussing these topics. So the first question is about sex, of course.
Ew.
And is waiting for sex. Is waiting for sex if you start a relationship a good idea?
How long?
No.
Why?
Let's start there. Let's start with
Yeah, let's go down the line. No, if somebody said no, I want to hear why you say no so hard.
So
No.
if you're gonna, so we're not gonna just say no. You're gonna say why,
Explain.
and you're gonna
Right.
explain what the question means to you, because what it means to you is gonna be different than what it means to the
Absolutely.
reason.
Well, I say no because you could waste a lot of time.
You're a freak.
but you can waste you can waste
Capricorn.
no. You can waste a lot of time because you wait, you try to build this thing, and no matter what y'all say, sex is important in a relationship. Sex is a very important part of a relationship. And
So what if you have sex? It's amazing, but the conversation and shit was whack.
But that's one step, and then the conversation is not enough, so we don't take it any further, or it's just sex. And that's it. But if you wait, get into this relationship or start hanging out, you like each other, oh, this person is so good, it's so great, and then
The
sex
sex
is bad, it's like,
It's hard to get out.
It's sad and it's messed up because you're a great person, you get to hanging out with you good.
It's not me, it's you. Type.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
It's not you, it's me.
at least for me, sex is important.
I agree.
Completely important. It is.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
No, it is.
That's what we all think.
That's why we here.
Capricorn?
I'm Aquarius.
We're Capricorn on this side.
Oh, you like, where you close?
You?
Libra.
Of course, I'm January.
She's the ending.
Yeah, she's the second half of
How about
January.
you, Libra?
One way out. I'm Taurus.
Oh God, all in all.
I'm a Cancer.
There they go.
I don't really follow the signs, but
I'm a Cancer. I'm a
But
Cancer.
it's,
I don't follow the science either.
Okay, so how about think about this. Like, you know how like they say like certain signs are free. So like you ever see like the memes on Instagram? It's like, oh, it'd be like Capricorn, Scorpio, something like for your body. Like, do you guys think sexuality is based off of sometimes maybe based off of their sign, or you feel like signs have nothing to do with that completely at all?
I think everybody's an individual,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really necessarily have to do with
I think
signs,
that's
but
what people have
sometimes
to-
there's people who's similar because of them having the same.
Different people bring out different parts of me.
Yes, I agree with that.
Very true. Very, very true.
What did you say about animal?
No. Different people bring different animals out of you. You know. And, no, that's what I say. Like.
So how come the animal out of you doesn't come out on the first day? Why are you waiting?
That's what I told you. The whole thing of having a kid.
Hold
It's
on.
like
Sir,
I've been through a.
Sir, they don't know.
I want
This
to
is
back
a-
Oh, okay. So
Right.
basically,
Right.
yeah. So my name is Saint. So basically, what the story is that.
Roger.
Yeah. So you want to go ahead. That's fine. Basically, I've come into a realization when I got custody of my son when he was 2 years old. I was having steak dinners, shrimp dinners, everything, going out with girls, doing everything. I mean, I would say a girl every week if that was the case. I was working in Wall Street. And I was doing photography back and forth. So I was living my best life, and then
Your
I
kid
didn't-
ruined it?
Huh?
Your kid ruined it?
Kid ruined.
Right.
And no, I swear to everything I love. The day I got those papers of me having custody of him, I swear to you, within like the last week was the last time I had a steak dinner.
Damn.
I bought a steak dinner like for, girls, whatever.
Yeah.
I chill. That was the last time. And
So you
that
was one of the
my
bottle type of guys, like
Yes, I would buy a bottle. I would-
bottle.
And I wouldn't even buy a big bottle, just buy a little bottle of wine. Yeah, that's
Little
what
bottle
that's
of
what gets it.
wine.
I mean, I'm sorry, that's what gets it going. That's what gets it going. You get
That's a good
wine.
thing. Don't stop that.
Cause you bring a hood girl. I'm not trying
You
to say.
like wine,
You like wine? A bottle of
Yeah.
wine.
bottled, and make sure you ask me what type of wine I like earlier. So when you buy
You
it,
gotta make sure it's like
please
sparkling or
listen.
low.
Have it ready when I get to the table.
But also the certain wines go with good with certain foods.
Exactly.
Yes.
So a lot of women didn't know that when I put them onto it, they were eating like a little different thing. So that's why. So but after that, had the kid.
Wine?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he don't know yet. He ain't
Of
ready. He don't
course.
know.
No, I know. I asked because, I'm surprised the majority of women in the room are saying wine.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't
Why
know
is
what
it
it-
not?
I don't
Plum
know
wine.
nothing about
Let me
wine.
tell you,
Plum wine.
if you think they're your friends now, if they're your friends now, come by with a little bottle of wine or Merlot or something like that once in a while. Hey, how you doing? Little
Bottle,
little
not
nip.
bottle.
Just give them nips. Don't give them a bottle. They could, you know. Give them a bottle.
I'm surprised when people even know about wine.
Yeah.
And what are your preferences? Just
Wine preferences?
So my big thing is for like my best friends, I like Riesling.
I used to.
I just love it.
Plum wine.
It's my friends, it's them. Like they put me onto it ever since then. I'm like,
See, I started off with that. Now I like Sauvignon Blanc for white, and then Cabernet Sauvignon for
I
red.
had it today, but
You
I
like
had
Sauvignon
Shake
Blanc?
Shack, so like we can't really talk about that part. But like, it's good. I would say I definitely did have it with beef, so I feel like maybe.
Oh no, you should have
Yeah.
red wine with beef.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Let's stop. Yeah, we're
But
on
let's
top.
go
Let's get on
back.
top. Let's get on top. All right. So basically,
We can do a wine show another time.
what was it again we were talking about? You said about
It wasn't me.
Wait
it was about sex. Wait.
Wait.
Okay, the reason I don't wait now is
You don't wait,
because
okay.
I mean, the reason I wait now is because of the relationships I had while I had my son. And my son is not, he's a perfect kid. He's extremely smart and everything, but he gave all the girls I dealt with hell. And I didn't know it.
Really?
Yes. And you don't know things as a parent. And yeah, I have to deal with parents now that have their kids in school. This is a big thing. It's a big systemic thing that's going on. It's very bad. That's why I'm not like, I can't mess up another girl's life. I'm not trying to say mess up another girl's life.
How many lives did you mess up before you realized
Right.
it?
I can't tell you how many bodies. I'm not
Ooh,
doing
how
that.
many
I'm
bodies?
not doing that.
Bodies.
I would say that I divert, that I would
Because
say,
there's people that would want to know how many people did you have to fuck up
To
before you
change,
have to
for you to
realize that
change.
that's not the way for you to be.
Oh,
Give an
no.
example.
Let's just say a lot.
Give an example.
nah,
More than
Let's just
10?
say
More
a
than
lot.
50?
More than 10?
Yeah.
More than
Why
5?
y'all-
nah, y'all don't
Yeah,
want to know
let's
these
just leave it at
numbers.
a lot.
Outside of 6
The guys are looking at me like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know.
I'm not 6'9".
I know, I'm not trying to get 6'9". I'm 6'8".
I just want him to answer the same question, but
Yeah.
before the kid. Because obviously
Alright,
you're a
before the
different
kid.
person now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I want you to go back to before you
Alright,
had
I'm
a
here before
kid.
the kid, yeah.
And you would like, what was the
Yeah,
question?
but this is the thing.
Should you
So
Even when
should
I
you wait?
but
Yes, before kid.
I put it like this. Before I had a kid, I wasn't even that crazy. Like I had guy friends. They would have at least, I'd say like 3 girls a week, easy. And it's all about. It's all about like, see myself. I couldn't get a certain woman dressed like this
He didn't want
in
to.
any light of day. But when you present yourself differently, unfortunately, any man can get. I'm not trying to say that, any woman,
Right.
and it's disturbing to me now.
If you're quiet, you reserved, and your friends are loud, who's the quiet one?
That'd be me.
Exactly.
Oh, that's y'all.
I
Yeah, I
always
love.
like the quiet ones, and I'll be like, why y'all so loud? Like,
Exactly.
but it's like, I can't use this.
I'm not as fun. I'm like, what's up? You're so quiet.
Yo,
So you want to be the loud one.
no, I'm sure
No,
that.
talk to the
She,
Asian.
I don't want to be, it just happens.
you're gonna
that
get a
way.
guy that's gonna settle you down one day.
I hope so.
It's gonna
Hello.
happen soon.
Please come here. I'm
It's gonna
single.
happen soon.
So, Bones,
Yeah, Bones, what's up with you, brother?
what's up with you, bro? You and your blue.
What do you think about waiting?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not waiting.
Why?
So the
Why?
Bible says,
I'm,
makes you wait, then what?
if
The Bible
if
says
she
you should
wants
wait.
if she wants to wait, I'm just going to tell her honestly. I respect your wishes while you wait, and I'm not going to pressure you.
Right.
But I'm just going to continue to do my thing over here
While waiting.
until you're ready. Then whenever you're ready,
But see,
So while you're waiting,
But there's no other
having
answer.
sex with other people.
Exactly.
but see, can I tell
Absolutely.
you this? Can I tell you
But regardless, you're not exclusive anyway. You're just dating.
Right,
with
we're
the
just
girl,
dating.
Regardless.
So you don't
it's
owe her
fine.
that. So you
Right.
feel like being in the dating stage, you don't owe her
nothing.
nothing.
No,
But
I agree.
but honestly, like so, almost similar to like kind of like what you said. I guess like having kids changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? So like I would date multiple women and just not reveal everything or whatever. Like they might say, you know, like, are you fucking someone else? And I would just divert off of the question. You know, I'd dance around it or whatever for like 20 minutes and then you want something else to drink? You know what I'm saying? Like it was always else something. But then again, after a while of, you know, I had one girl in particular that was she was a little off. And
what attracted to her? What attracted you? She was off. What made her?
I didn't know that she was off.
Crazy
But wait,
girls are
what
better in
attracted
bed.
you to her?
Crazy girls are better in bed.
Yes, they
So
are.
I've heard.
They are. But anyway, no, they're fucking me crazy. I mean,
Oh.
what attracted you to her? What attracted you to her?
I don't know. I think we was just. It was more of a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we all had mutual friends, and we would always see each other. And I don't know. Like we was at a party or something, and we was just like, "Yo, what you doing after?" Whatever. And we just decided to hang out a couple of times.
A couple of times.
Yeah.
You sound like you had a lot of fun
Little
there.
pop out there.
It's sort of flashback, right?
Decided to hang out a couple of times, and leaving a party or whatever one night, she just went like just totally like left, like, yo, like I don't want you dancing with this person, I don't want you doing this, I don't want you doing that, you know, blah 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 blah.
Position. She's trying to she get possessive.
You know, then
Ownership.
it went from that, like her just telling me things, and then like she was just approaching other females.
That's because you was hitting the bottom.
You saw the video I posted?
What was you doing?
You're hitting the bottom.
You hit the wow.
What's the bottom?
So who's
The
winning?
bottom.
When you get all the way
And
down,
so you have this pelvic floor, right? You have this cuff. But when you go to that bottom of the cuff, you feel that sensation that's crazy.
You gotta be careful.
But if you some dudes who that long enough to feel it, they still lift you up.
Yes.
And you get it.
Till
And you
you.
feel it like you feel a sensation, and that's when they fucking mind fuck you for boobs who are not strong. So she got mind fucked. She got cum in her brain. So that's what happened.
Okay.
She's like thinking about it.
She's like, did I have that?
Did I get my body yet?
So ladies, waiting, you know waiting?
I used to believe in I used to believe in 3 months. Used to. Now I believe in energy exchange.
Yes.
If you feel right.
If I feel right, if I feel it, and everyone's transparent with it. If I think you bullshitting me and you're lying to me and you trying to sell me games enough, I feel like it's flowing and going. Why am I fucking waiting?
Yeah.
You might die tomorrow, hit by a bus. You might. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna have the best night of my life. Or you could. I don't fucking know.
I don't think it matter how long you wait, whether it's 5 minutes, a year,
Yeah.
10 years. If you're gonna fuck the person, you're gonna fuck them.
People
So
think.
just do
right.
it when you feel it's right.
People think
It
if you
shouldn't have no
wait
time
out,
frame.
it means that's gonna be a man, be a husband. No, you can fuck him today, you still shooting you. Fuck him next week, you still shooting you. Doesn't matter. People sell you dreams, regardless of the fact. You gotta know the intuitive about what they really want and what you want. Or be direct, ask you, yo, you wanna be my man? You wanna build on something, or you just wanna play games? But a lot of women and men are scared to answer that question truthfully and ask it. So that's when we get lost in the situationships.
Right.
So that's what it is. So waiting now, I'm asking so.
Yeah.
Oh, those some shoes. So I used to wait. I wait,
bro.
but it's not like I have
I mean, that's
I
I'm
don't even
waiting.
want to watch it.
But y'all could be missing out on the best relationship.
No, you're right. Okay.
You could
know
be
what?
missing out
By waiting?
on the.
But what is the best relationship?
No. So again,
Like I said,
I agree with Roger.
Mentally or
I'm sorry.
Everything.
What is
I
the
all
relationship
that,
about?
but I'm not saying I'm fucking
For
stuff.
me-
I'm saying I'm gonna wait. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna wait 3 months. I'm gonna wait till I think I'm physically,
Yeah.
mentally, sexually, spiritually ready and we connect. Not like, oh, I'm gonna wait out because I
Just
don't know.
because.
Just because.
Just because, oh,
I'm
let me
gonna
give
put
him
a
3 months.
month stamp on this. I'm gonna wait till I feel we have that instinct. If I don't feel it, I don't feel it. If I feel it, then I do feel it.
Right.
It's different. I'm not gonna say, oh, you pressed me to fuck you, I'm gonna fuck you type shit. Hell no.
Right.
Yeah.
It's different. I'm
Everybody
gonna fuck you
knows
because I
that
wanna have
when that
sex with you,
time
or have
is
love
right.
with you, whatever.
No, I disagree with that. I don't think everybody knows that the time is right. I think
Question.
it depends on what your intention is.
Exactly.
It's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different for me to meet someone and know that the majority of why I want them is for sexual purposes. There's no reason to wait for that. And as men, we talk with each other and learn the proper rebuttals like it's a sales class on how to handle their opposition
Right.
to living in the moment, et cetera, et cetera. But if I know that you have characteristics and qualities of someone that I want to start a family with, for me personally, I've learned it's better for me to wait to have any kind of intimacy.
So you don't mess it up.
Kissing, no, not about messing it up. Because if it's that thing about what's meant for me is meant for me, I'm not necessarily worried about messing it up. For me, it's more about I know that once I became intimate with you at any level, it's going to be very distracting for me being able to see the truth. But to be honest with myself about what's going on.
Right.
Because if I know that I want to fuck you like most adult straight men want to. So to think that, oh, you just want to fuck us to me one of the stupid statements women can make. Of course I want to fuck you because I'm a healthy man
Right.
that likes attractive
Right.
women.
Exactly. And with
So
pheromones
stop
is
the
flowing.
shit. That's the dumbest thing to say. So it's, but if I wanted to build something with you, I need to know that we have more than sex.
Right.
And it's easier to find that out before you have sex.
Right.
Because if I want to spend money on you, and I want to hang out with you, and I feel the need to protect or provide or profess to you without sex, then it's more likely to last after we get over that phase of good sex. Because I had a conversation earlier. For me, a lot of times, if it was just about sex, I don't really want you touching your body to touch my sheets longer after we've had sex because you fulfilled your purpose.
Right.
Oh.
And it's a mutual situation. We're both aware of why we're here. I'm not interested in ever having someone cry because I hurt their feelings,
Right.
and I know for myself that I'm guilty of whatever it is that they're crying for. So I'm not interested in pretending to be something that I'm not in order to get sex. But if I know that I wanted something more than just sex, because I can tell that you can actually contribute to my success in life.
Right.
I can tell that you're the type of person that I want to start a family with. I can tell that you're not only interested in me because of what you think I have or what I can only do for you. Then I'm going to try to safeguard certain things because, again, intimacy can be very, very distracting.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's very, very hard to introduce logic after the emotional connection.
So what if they're both
So hold on.
If we're both horny, then it might be worth the risk. And that's where self-control and all that stuff comes into place.
Let me ask you a question. That sounds very nice and all, but who actually has similar feelings and will agree with him?
So this is the thing. We're photographers, and we're numb. You can have the girl can have the fattest ass, glow stuff. They can be people fucking in front of us. Me and him are numb to that.
He's a photographer too, for the record.
Oh, you're a photographer. So how do you're not numb? Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, like she said earlier, he's a freak. But go ahead.
Oh, so you're sorry. That's different. So I don't know. Me myself. I think Daniel feels the same way. He's like, yeah. I'm numb to it. So it's like you gotta have something. You gotta have some. I don't care about sex anymore. I care about.
No, I think the distinction that you're missing is that
I understand that. What I'm saying is
she said something. She said that she agreed without saying the same word. She said once I feel that the energy exchange is there, once we're in tune or in aligned with what we want for the future. Because if this is a temporary thing, yes, we can fuck in 5 minutes.
Right.
But if this is something that's going to be a little bit longer, you need to satisfy certain qualifications.
right. I got that. But I'm saying that part specifically. Does anybody else agree with that or have the same feelings?
Which
The
part?
part where he says that if I see that we could have a long-term relationship, I don't want sex to cloud it or get in the way
No,
of being
I
distracted.
do believe that.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do.
Y'all no? See, I don't believe that.
I do.
I
So
don't.
I respect what you're saying and I get that. I understand that and I see that it makes a lot of sense.
She'll tell you I told you to come because we don't agree.
Yeah,
It's
but
okay.
but for me,
I will literally
the
make you wait and fuck somebody else.
Right,
That's
I got
what
you.
it wants to go, yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, for me, I think I can have sex with you today, first time meeting you, and we can still grow together.
I don't think that's impossible. I agree with that
Yeah.
too. I'm just
I
saying
think-
that
I
it
think-
increases
I think
the
the same way,
probability
like,
of a successful long-term relationship. Because I've done the other way the majority of my life, and it didn't work out.
You can't focus.
Yeah,
When they throw the pussy on you, when that pussy gets thrown at you, you're like,
Exactly.
No.
I agree with Links because I'm like that.
No. You say that because we became
no,
friends.
I'm saying you. I'm not saying that.
I can't.
If you've known me most of my life, I've been oblivious to a lot of stuff
Because
that's been thrown my way.
I'm pretty much.
Wait, I want to hear
what
what
I
Bones
want.
has to say because he's like
It's
the
just
most
been like
person here.
again like when we link or whatever and we get that feeling like I'm not waiting for I'm not putting this off because we could put this again, we could put it off and I could be like I don't want to fuck this up and then we wake up the next morning it's like yo she in the hospital for cancer or something.
She just said something like that. You can
For the record, to me that helps my argument because if I didn't have sex with you and now you got cancer, I'm less attached to you having cancer on these seasons.
Well, there you go.
For the next topic, because we could talk about this forever.
Okay.
I think I found that a lot of people have a lot of different definitions for what it means to date, right? And a lot of people, I've heard a lot of women say, I need him to court me, not realizing that courting is a part of a process for a man who wants to marry you. And I can't say I want to marry you if I just met you. There's different levels to dating, and a lot of people don't think there's a distinction between dating, relationship, and marriage. There's some people who think that marriage is just a piece of paper, or they don't want the government involved, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So for you guys, what is your definition? Is there a difference between being in a relationship and being married? Or, is it all the same thing?
No.
No, it's not.
Because I've learned a lot of people expect
There's a difference.
husband or wifely duties or have husband or wifely expectations while they're in a relationship.
I don't know.
And there's to me, the definition of marriage, the core of it is a lifetime commitment. So you can't expect me to act like a husband if we're in a relationship. You know what I mean? And then to say that,
I agree as well.
and I think that causes a lot of problems. If we all agree, then we can just go on to the next one. But you look like you don't agree.
But
so.
it's not. I don't believe that they're both the same thing.
No, I
They're
mean,
not.
I'm
I
just
believe
wondering,
it's the
like,
same thing.
are we going to
No.
just the marriage and relationship, or are we going to like dating?
dating.
No, I think
Because
that-
dating is where everything starts at.
Exactly.
Like, that's the actual beginning. So the problem is, well, for me, I can't really speak or whatever for everybody else. So I guess before growing up, you know, my idea of dating was, you know, we always had to go to a nice place, nice restaurant. It always had to be, you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
top tier, you know, because it's like, oh, let's get out and, you know, let's go here, let's go have a dinner or whatever here, let's have some drinks or whatever here.
Courting.
But
You're cool.
now,
Right.
and again, I guess dealing with, you know, different women at different age groups or whatever, I come to understand that, you know, sometimes you can just go out and I went to fucking Barcade and had
Right.
the time of my life on a date and spent literally like $15.
Where's Barcade?
It doesn't have to be a restaurant. A date can be
It's the
anywhere.
quarter arcade room in Williamsburg.
A date can be anywhere.
I feel like a date is
Are they on Yelp?
It's a
They got one in the city,
too.
They got one at-
I feel like it doesn't matter what we're doing. I feel
Because
like
some people believe a date is to impress the person, so that's why they
Right, that
always
used to be my thing. Right?
always
It's a
think it
mixture,
should be
though.
dinner and some fancy stuff, but it shouldn't be about that because
I think
you
it's
want
be a
more out
mixture.
of the date than impressing the person.
I feel like the first date I can
Got it.
understand why
There's
he
two.
would want to impress me. Because
Right.
it's like, you know, like, okay, I bought her out.
Mhm.
Can't bring her to McDonald's, bro. Can't bring the Popeyes. I bet. Let me bring her somewhere that makes her feel like she has my undivided attention. Like, I went on a date and I still can't forget about it, and I tell him about it all the time. Literally, he took me to a place and it literally made me feel like I need to go back home and change my clothes. Because
You are
The-
dressed.
no, I dressed like a girl. Like I had on a nice little mini skirt and a cute white top and some cute sandals, but I felt like I should have put my heels on. And I was just like, oh my
Or
god,
going
like,
in a car.
I wasn't dressed. Like, but he said tacos. So I'm thinking taco outfit. I'm not thinking sit across from each other, intimate setting. And literally there were other people there, but it felt like it was just him and I. And it wasn't about how expensive the place was. It was more for me that I like undivided attention. I like when a man takes me out and it's you and I.
Right.
Not you and I and sis over here and her man is arguing, so we like this. Like we could be like that together if we're gonna make jokes. But you know, like I wanted to just, you know, it was our first time and literally it was his undivided attention. And then looking out the window, it was like I could see the water and I was just like, you just met me. What do you want from me? Like literally, I was like, what does he want from me,
Just
bro?
see the
Like, what do
water.
you want? Because don't like the first date.
So that was a little too much?
It was
Or
so.
just a
That's
plan?
what you used to.
I read into
Right.
it.
The first
That's the
date
thing.
would be lit. The first date would be
The first date is always lit to
That's a
me.
lot.
So do y'all require that? Do y'all
Yes.
feel like you need something special on the first date? Yes?
But Asia, how has that worked out for you?
The first date, if it's like good, you get a
I'm
second
saying every
date.
date that you've been on so far,
Has it
in
been
the
on
history,
that level?
you had that preference, but you're not happily
the-
married today.
Those who have met their preference on the first date have always gotten a second date.
They got a second.
That's
They got a
average.
second opportunity to spend money on you. I don't know.
What's been the batting
No,
average?
because it could be us going to some Porsche event and I'm dressed up in a masquerade event. I'm pretty sure you're watching. And I had a nice dress. The next day could be a picnic in a lawn, chilling. Part of the time we talking to you, woo woo, we're doing like, what's up? I missed you.
Woo,
Like
woo,
I'm
woo,
good.
We're doing.
It's
Oh, you
woo
wrote that down.
woo. Good.
So you're saying a good first date can get you a free second date.
Exactly.
So a Groupon second date is good if the
Yes.
first date was $3.
Listen, it's
I
not
can't
about
like
But-
whatever.
So the first date, that's
Oh,
like a
y'all
dollar
remember
amount.
Groupon dates? That's the first thing
Not
I
a
know.
dollar man.
Their coupon
Listen,
is
this
a
is
good
Quality and
Groupon
effort. A lot of people don't put quality and effort into the first date. Don't
Listen.
pick me up saying, what you want to do? Nigga, what?
I hate that. Have a plan.
Have a plan.
But what
Something
if
just
no,
nice.
hold on.
Hold on, don't get in there. Don't get in there. Don't get in there.
I can't have a plan if I don't know your
That's a whole, that plan is a whole different.
Right.
That's a whole
Hold on.
I can't have a plan if I don't know your preference, especially
always ask.
if you're okay
So-
with me spending the
So you
money.
should have asked that
Ask
before
that
you pick me up.
No.
You don't
Yes.
pick me up and then ask me, so what do you want to
We're
do?
not-
Oh,
We're not
you pick
disagreeing
me
on
up.
that.
That's
Yes,
wrong. Before you
We're
get
not
picked up.
disagreeing on
Yes,
that.
that's
We're not
okay.
disagreeing on
You
that.
pick me
I'm just saying you should know where to go. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, I agree with that.
Already planned out, reservations made.
No problem.
Like,
But
you already
so here's
have,
the
like,
thing,
it's
right?
already in the GPS. It's like you're driving.
Here's the thing,
Gotcha.
right?
I understand that part.
You guys are talking some real hot shit that sounds great.
Sounds amazing.
Right? But y'all are forgetting bits and pieces, and clearly y'all don't talk to your fucking friends.
Okay.
And I need to calm down. But
Ooh, someone
Get it.
Okay.
Get it.
Get a little Stevie up there.
because like there are people, your friends, you have friends that think that a guy's supposed to plan a date, and that's the second conversation. And they're not interested in any conversation until that guy plans a date. You understand what I'm saying? And it comes off as you just want free food. And then when you mention that, it's like, oh no, you just cheat. And this is what I'm talking about.
So,
all
so
depends.
One
there are
said,
people.
okay, boom, Thursday, okay, what we doing Thursday? And they said, okay, so what we doing Thursday?
We
You
don't
said you
disagree
know.
on that
We talk
scenario.
about it.
We don't disagree on that scenario. Okay? What I'm talking about is like, so me and him have had conversations, and me and him have had conversations where I feel free enough to tell my friends, I think that's crazy. And they feel free to tell me, Daniel, you're wasting an opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? So we correct each other or advise each other when we see some wild shit happening, at least in our perspective,
Right.
and respect each other enough to disagree respectfully.
Right.
I do not hear women tell other women, yo, you should at least have a. So you guys ever heard about this concept of a pre-date?
A pre-date, no.
What is
What's
that?
that pre-date?
So
Starbucks.
there's a concept of a pre-date where guys will be like, where guys will say,
Lunch.
because in this economy,
Coffee.
where the single income economy no longer exists. Can we agree on that?
Right.
That unless you're married to a superstar or a person who's making 6 or 7 figures, like one person being the breadwinner
Right.
doesn't
really
typically work.
Right.
Right? So, and if I am the type of person who has that level of disposable income where I can go and plan a date that costs $400 or $500 and it's okay to take the L because you turn out to be a psycho crazy, gold digging, piece of shit, selfish bitch, then it's no problem. But if I'm not that and you're not that, and I want to, and that we're dating for the purpose of a relationship as opposed to dating to fuck, because if we're just dating to fuck, then Netflix and chills for the first date is okay.
Exactly.
Right. I
But
agree.
again, all of these things require actual communication.
Right.
Yes.
Pre-date.
You don't tell your friends that they need to be better communicators. Because there's a lot of
No, because I'm thinking like me and my friends don't talk about stuff like that.
right, exactly. That's my point. That is the epitome of my point. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Okay, first, if she's telling me she's going on a date,
you just want to know where it is, and
right? It wouldn't be that complicated for us because it would already be where it's pre-planned in terms of she'll probably already know where we're going.
Exactly.
Wait, you
Because
guys
they have
on
that
her
discussion
date.
already.
Her date.
yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. You saw if your friend is
So
going out on a
maybe
date.
I'm not understanding what
No,
you're
if
saying.
your friend is going out on a date,
Okay.
and you say, "Oh, you're going on a date,"
Where
do
you
you
going?
have this conversation with your friend to say, "Did you guys talk and plan?" Or if she said, "You don't know where you're going,"
Where he's taking you?
right? And she goes, "He doesn't know yet."
So
Would you say?
Ask him.
Have you asked him or had
Yes.
a conversation?
I would
like,
say,
set it up.
or it would be, well,
Ask
did you
him.
tell him where you want to go, or did you,
Exactly.
like, we have to, somebody have to,
Ask
it's no way,
Where you going?
this is my opinion.
Uh-huh.
You don't waste time coming to pick me up, and then we're planning after you get there what we're
We're on the
going to
same page about that. I agree with you
agree with
1,000%
That's
that
all I'm
the
saying.
WYD nigga needs to fucking be sterile and never breed again.
Exactly.
We on the same page with that.
Don't be right, nigga.
What you doing?
Yeah,
What
what
you
you
doing?
doing?
I agree with that. I would not want my sister or my friend, or if one of y'all told me y'all was going on with a guy like that, I would tell you y'all was stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about that. I'm not defending that person.
Okay.
And secondly, if a guy thinks that that's okay, it's because you projected it.
Right.
To some degree.
You allowed it.
To some degree.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
the
go-
reason man keeps
Because
asking
there's-
what to do if you're like a
every person in here-
woman or like a
Every human in here with nuts and bolts knows what they can get away with within a few seconds of assessing a person.
Of course.
Okay? We all know whether or not, if you see a girl at a party where you have to say, "Man, would you like to have this dance?" Or if I could just get behind you and start
Right.
dancing. We know that. We make that assessment. We had a conversation earlier that there's some girls who don't want to be asked. You can only just dance with them or they're going to think you're some straight pussy bitch.
This is the problem, the communication problem. See that right
That's
there?
the core of what I'm
that
talking
goes
about.
into a lot of
What I
things.
have a problem with
is you guys is with not you guys. I apologize for the assumption.
Right.
Is that
They're a woman.
the population of women that believe a man is supposed to know what you like off the rip because he psychically knows what a real man is supposed to provide for a woman. He's supposed to know where you want to go, and for most of the demographic that just wants free shit is going to feel okay with, well, you figure it out while you spend all this money on me if you're a real man. And all of us who earn their fucking money say fuck that. No, that's not the case. So the concept of a predate, and fuckboys use everything. So if you're going to believe that because a fuckboy said it, that it's a fuckboy concept only, that's your own issues with you and your dad. But But you know, the concept of a predate is, listen, we just met yesterday.
Right.
You're going back to California or DC tomorrow.
Right.
Let's go out. We didn't have a conversation about your preferences or whatever, so I can't go and take you to Shea Whitey's and see how what and wine you and dine you. So we can do a predate because I can tell based on the fact that how you talk and how you carry yourself. Yes, you have this raw sexual energy, but you also have a brain. I want to learn a little bit more about that, so I'm going to approach that properly, but we need to have some type of communication first. Right. So let's go and meet at Starbucks, talk over coffee, make sure that we both want to sit in the same room together so that I can know that you're worth investing in.
What's your name, coffee or tea?
So we
then we can have that fucking conversation versus you telling all your friends, look at this fuckboy nigga telling me about the predate.
We can't do that on the phone.
That's a fact.
Again,
that's what I'm saying.
Again, so here's the thing. So
it can't be on the phone.
So I've met people from my own experiences and the experiences that I've had with, because I talk to guys that I know. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy conversations, you can tell. Some of your sisters believe that, I don't give out my number, but here's my Instagram. I can't have a real conversation with you over Instagram.
You can't video chat.
If I give the person my Instagram and not my number, that means I'm not really interested.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
If I give you my Instagram and not my number, I'm not interested in talking to you.
I always take Instagram.
So
I don't take numbers at all.
That's not true either. There's a lot of people.
I'm not interested.
So as a man, right? When I went to man school.
Okay.
What school is that?
When you learn men things from other boys growing up, right? Because as a culture, we don't have a manuscript as to what it means to be a man, and clearly y'all don't have one for what it means to be a woman. But you're taught that with that example that you just gave, if you gave me something, that means that you're interested. And the proof of it is that if Shawaniqua is here, who was born a man but wears dresses, and I'm close to Shawaniqua, and I allow Shawaniqua to put her hand here in my back, and y'all see me with Shawaniqua, y'all not gonna, and I tell y'all, yo, I'm straight, y'all gonna be like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. Right.
Okay.
Even
though I know I'm not interested in Shawaniqua, but I'm still doing interested things with Shawaniqua, so Shawaniqua's supposed to assume.
But for me, it's just a polite. For me, it's Instagram, social media.
And here's the disconnect comes.
It's just for me.
If I'm not interested,
way to tell you I'm not interested.
Don't be in my DMs.
But without being too rude.
So you better off. I don't think you should give them that.
Right. You should. So don't be.
Because then they can blow your DMs up.
Listen.
Again. You would say no, so what can I get your Instagram? Sure, you're gonna follow me so I'm doing every day and be in my jocks too, and I told you no, fuck it, here you go. It's the difference.
Again, it's not a difference.
I learned
because Danielle will still complain about the guy who approached you with confidence and assertion, the way you claim you want it to be done, and you gave him the inch and complained to him desiring the mile, when that's why he asked for the inch in the first place. You guys claim you want to be pursued. You claim you want to be chased.
Confident
and you just gave me the thing to chase you with. Strong as opposed to saying, I am not interested
so I would
in
say
dating
that
you.
and still give you my IG after you ask.
Exactly.
No.
That's the mixed message that you complain about.
I still got a chance.
I still got a chance.
Asia. This is men
telling
me
have a chance.
How we hear it.
That's how
you
y'all
are repeating what you're saying.
If I say I'm not interested, you say, but can I have your Instagram? I say, here it is. You still have a chance?
Here's the proof. Here's the proof of what I'm saying.
I'm gonna play I'm gonna agree with her on that. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you.
With logic,
I'll give it.
If we plug and play out the different things, it should still apply, right? If something is right, it's right. If something is wrong. The circumstances don't matter. There's no right reason for me to cheat on my wife, right?
Right.
So we're going with that standard of how we're going to prove the point. the inch thing and the you should have figured it out shit is then you're saying that the guy who tricks a girl that she should have figured out that I didn't want a relationship even though she gave me the pussy on a regular basis and I pretended to like it just to get it. That's her fault. And you understand what I'm saying? How that doesn't work. It's
I
not
don't
right.
see the similarities.
Of course you don't see the similarities because in that scenario you're the victim. And in that scenario you have something to lose. What I'm talking about is if I go back to the gay scenario, if I was next to a guy that was gay and the gay guy's attracted to me, there is only one way to handle that situation with respect and with a relationship with God. I'm going to respectfully let him know that there's no way in hell that it's happening. He's not getting my phone number, my email address, my Instagram, my Facebook. Nothing. He's not getting a way to reach me.
No, it's not. No.
Instagram might be public, but me giving it to you is very different.
Let me show you the
And that
difference.
person's going to respond and find it.
Can I show you the difference? Can I show you the
Yes,
difference?
yes,
If I meet you right now in this moment,
right,
first time we meet it,
right.
no,
yes.
actually,
No, yes,
if I ask you for your Instagram, you might give it to me.
yes.
But if I came to you, didn't say anything about Instagram, but I was like, yo, what's poppin'? You know, blah, 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 I want to get with you, and you say nah, but I'm like, yo, but you know, I'm with somebody or I'm dating, and I go, well, give me an Instagram. The start of my conversation, you shouldn't give me an Instagram because that shows. Yeah, I already showed you
This
my
is a
intention.
man telling you how we hear it.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Hold on,
Listen to what I'm saying.
You're right.
The first approach was just give me an Instagram because I want to follow you and you can follow me. That's cool. But I approach you to try to get with you and you shut me down and then I ask for your Instagram. I still got to
Let
do
me say
that.
one sentence.
Nah,
I got this. You know why? Hold on. The reason why she gives the Instagram or anyone would give you Instagram after being said no to is not to seem like a bitch.
Why not?
And
Roger.
That's one. She might have other reasons, but me myself, I would say, you know what? She probably don't want to seem away, whatever. And then you know what? This time, it's time. I get a girl Instagram, I'm not interested in her, and we have the dopest conversations on DMs. I can show you right now, as a matter of fact.
Right.
I can show you right now. I can show you a few. And you know what I'm saying? You know, but what I'm trying to say, I understand how girls feel because it's like, damn, yo, they don't really want to put this man down on the lowest level. You know what I'm saying? And that's why. So social media is easier because they can block this dude.
It's easier.
It's easier. It's like a safety thing instead of, you know what I'm saying?
But Roger, I'm not saying I don't understand what they're saying.
Gotcha.
What they don't understand is the message that men are getting.
Right.
What's out there are
Not all
ignoring.
men is like that.
Some men.
Not all men is like that because I'm sure he's not like
The
that.
conversation is
It
over.
doesn't have to be.
I'm not like that, but I'm giving
If
you
I
the.
approach someone,
I'm trying to get you to understand.
I'm putting my foot. I'm letting y'all put your foot in the guy's shoe.
You what?
If I approach someone and they're not interested, cool.
That's
I'm
how it should be.
I'm not going to then say,
But those are the
All right, but why? No, hold on. But I got you. So I agree with you, but why?
Now here's
No,
the
I'm
thing.
saying what? Answer
Why?
why?
Because I don't have time for the chase or whatever now.
Right.
So now before,
Hold
now
on.
before,
Hold up.
No, but hold on. But you said, but listen, but
Nah, that's because
I'm just
there's
trying
something
to.
about him that he's not going to say.
No, I'm just trying to make her. I'm just
If
trying
she
to make
didn't
her
say the
understand
reason also, I
something.
want
No,
to
but
know.
I'm just trying to make her understand something. The reason he said, "I'm not going to ask," because I don't want to chase. Because the fact, if he does ask, that means, and you give it to him, that means the chase is still on, and he doesn't want. He's still saying the same
He's not
thing.
interested in the work. He didn't say that it's not going to work. He's just not interested in putting all that effort in.
The fact that he even says that means that the guys are still has. If you gave me an Instagram right now after you shut me down,
So, right,
I'm
because if I told you,
gonna do something. I'm gonna keep liking. I'm gonna keep DMing.
you know who Bernie's Burgos is?
Yeah.
If I went to,
But
I'm asking you, if I went to Bernie's, if I told you, yo, I met Bernie's Burgos, and you know, I tried to holler at her, blah 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 blah. She didn't give me her number. She said she don't give out her number, but she gave me her Instagram. But you know what? Fuck that bitch, because clearly that means she's not interested. What are you gonna tell me? Honestly, if I tell you that.
Butthurt.
No.
I mean, I'm going to tell you that if we're just having this
If we're
conversation,
having that conversation,
I'm like, yo, bro, leave it alone.
I'm not telling you that.
Exactly.
What you would tell?
Because to
You
an
got the
extent,
Instagram.
that explanation is legit. Because when I've met celebrities, right? When I've worked with celebrities, I met them in real life in certain situations, and they say they don't give out their number. I understand and I respect it.
Right.
And if they gave me another way to reach them, if they gave me an email number back in the day before social media, I would not have taken that as a curve. I would have taken that this is an acceptable way to reach me because I don't know you enough yet, but prove to me that you're worthy, and then we can move forward. I actually want to.
Or is the polite turn down?
Or
Again,
that's what you
again,
said.
so-
Because I don't have to check that email. I don't have to check that email. I don't have to see anything.
That
We
is-
all understand that. I agree with you.
And culturally, we are taught and trained. We're taught and trained.
I go through this all the time.
Don't do it.
I'm not, so again, I have sisters and the majority of my friends are women. I understand what you are saying. I'm just trying to
Okay.
get you to understand how that is not effective.
It's effective for me. I want to hear what she has.
As someone who I work in nightlife, I've done the hookahs, bartending, bottle service, I still do bottle service, and I do hostessing. I get guys who have seen me months and months and years and ends, and they finally get close to me and they're just like, can I get your number? What do you think? Can I get your number? And I'm just like, don't touch me. That's number one. No, you cannot have my number. Do I give them my Instagram? Yes. I'm now learning that giving them my Instagram now makes them think they still have a chance. It's just like she personally gave me her. She
That's all
personally gave me
that's all we
her
need. We
Instagram.
converted one.
She
Thanks,
personally
man.
gave me her. But what I'm not gonna deal with is I told a guy no. Oh, you fucking ugly bitch. Oh, I'm ugly. I'm ugly now. I wasn't ugly in front of your friends.
Right.
Your friends don't think I'm ugly because now you're mad. You're embarrassed in front of your friends now. No, don't work no more. Because I'm not gonna say that for y'all. I'm sure y'all have dignity. I'm sure you're a respectful man and you respect yourself.
Right.
But this is some of these dudes. It's so disrespectful. It's disgusting. Oh, you ugly ass bitch. Fuck out of here. You a hoe anyway. Suck my dick. Oh. Nah, I can suck your dick, but you was just chasing me in the party.
So can I be
That don't make no
devil's
sense to me.
advocate?
Whether I tell you no, even when I tell you no, you're not taking it. So I guess I'm gonna give you my Instagram so you can get out of my face.
Can I
That's why I'm
can I
giving
play
my
devil's
Instagram.
advocate just to get on that topic? Just
This is millennial
Stream. It's 8:30. You okay with time?
Yeah, 9 o'clock.
So look, just to play devil's advocate, because we are, you know. So that's that situation, right? What you need to understand is that dude, from the jump, no matter if he liked you or he was on your whole shit from the start, had no respect for you from the beginning.
Right.
No. And I don't. Right. No. I'm saying like the way he viewed you, regardless if you shut him down, regardless if you shut him down or not, he looked at you like you ain't nothing. You was nothing, and he was just like, yo, even though you hot,
You're worth spending the money on to try to
Or
get
he
this
just
pussy.
embarrassed.
No,
That's
it's
But I feel
not
like
just
niggas be embarrassed. Let's be real. I'm
No.
being harassed at this moment, and let's keep it 100% funky. My followers know who the fuck that is. I'm being harassed at this moment because homie couldn't talk to my friend. He got mad because my friend shut him down in the DM, and he didn't even get her Instagram through whatever. He just found her and started following her.
Right.
He got mad because she posted, I told you no, and you're still going. He's embarrassed. So now you're gonna disrespect me when you see me places. Now you're gonna disrespect my friend when you see me places. You're mad. A lot of these guys, they chase and chase and chase. It's just like, homie, I don't want to be chased, bro. I'm not running. I'm dead not running. I'm standing right here. I don't want you.
Right.
And it scares me. It's rapey vibes. Like, why I can't tell you no? Why is the no hurting you? I'm not gonna say for every guy, but some of these guys, it's like they never dealt with rejection. Like, homie, no one ever told you no.
I blame them.
I've been told no before.
They
But then they came back later on when I got cute, so it don't matter.
Their mothers never told them no.
Honestly, there's some guys, it's just like, God forbid you tell them no, they want to fight you.
Yeah.
They, fuck out of here because nah, you don't fuck with me. Who are you, bro? Who are you?
Like, okay, I'm gonna fuck with you.
No,
But
because
no, that's how they are, but that's how they
it
are.
happens. I've done
That's
her
how
they are. Drink.
Y'all want a shot of Hennessy or something?
No, because it's like, I don't get it. Like, why I can't tell you no and you just don't respect it? It's like, you know what? She told me no. She told me ugly.
Because the
nothing.
last 3 girls said no and they meant yes. Or they said no and they still gave up. the
Yeah,
number
this
or
is
the
and this
pussy.
is the thing about certain
So
women.
what I
Like,
realized,
y'all-
if we do this again, I'm gonna bring.
I need you to bring
one of
someone
y'all.
who really does
I'm
that.
gonna bring y'all the straight up dude. What it was you that I was talking about?
Yeah.
That expects no the first 3 times and will ask 5 because he knows he's gonna weigh you down.
That's scary. Rapey vibes. Rapey.
I promise you. and he has it's a clique of them. And there's like 6 of them.
They all
Now,
the
but
same,
now you
Yes.
know what? You know what it is? You know
Yes.
what it is? You know what it is? A lot of dudes have been around the world, right? Around whatever you want to say, around the town, and the batting average is high, and it's a lot of women that say no, 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 and oh, I don't want to look like a hoe. Oh, I don't want to seem like a slut. Oh, I never done this before on the first time. No, seriously, it's a lot of that. There's a lot of play games, but you really want to give it up. And there's another thing about communication. That shit is annoying. Like, be upfront. If you down for the get down, just be down. Don't play the game. So that right there is what happens when you've seen that enough, and 9 out of 10 times you hit it. Every time you say no, it's like,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
And again, there's also certain things. There's a difference between being nice and being honest.
Right.
Because stand up for a second. A gay dude is this close to me. No matter what the fuck I'm saying, I'm telling him I'm interested. He has a chance. He needs to convince me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now, you have been this close to a guy before that you're not attracted to, that has no chance, and you've been next to him this long for more than 15 seconds. If this was a man, you would think that I'm fucking gay.
Yeah. I'm smelling your whole aura. You're so close to me, I can smell your whole
well,
aura.
I'm a bitch,
Smell it.
so
I
it
can
don't work
feel the
for me
gayness
that way.
rubbing off.
I
Like,
know.
no, that's just because I
So-
support all my people.
I don't entertain people like
No,
that.
but guys,
that's good.
women entertain guys like
Teach your
that
friends
all
that.
the time.
We're gonna change the topic.
Or
What?
the ones that be grabbing up on you, I don't like that
We're
shit.
gonna
Alright,
I don't know
people
who
Love
does
say-
you guys.
All my friends are
So people are
guys.
saying if you give them IG, they think they have a chance.
Thank you.
Ooh, give them
Really?
people's IG,
Fuck
'cause you
There.
Give a guy an
I
IG.
low-key think I have a chance.
Wow.
I don't understand where these men think like.
Somebody
what kind of
said what
thinking
she said
that?
is truth.
But see, that's the
There are
problem.
unfortunately
I
too
get
many
it.
dudes
It's
that
like
think they have
that.
the
No, it's
rejection.
not just the men.
Damn.
As a woman,
Yeah.
as a woman, you need to not be afraid to shut shit down and be honest about how you feel and what your real intentions are.
I am always.
I'm not saying you.
There you
I'm
go
not
with this
saying you.
shit. We talked about you before.
It's just in general saying you're a unicorn. Right?
Y'all-
People were saying they want to be interactive, but they can't because we're not responding to them.
It's so far.
Sorry,
away.
guys.
The next time I have that work.
We're gonna have someone next time to actually read
off.
and ask us the questions. We're so sorry. The first time doing this.
What's the next question?
Yeah, y'all gotta-
They learned that from experience. Fuck
on the same
boys.
thing, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with sex. Communication during sex.
Communication.
What she said.
Listen,
Here's what.
let's keep it 100% funky.
What she
Niggas
said
ain't
is
about
true.
to say, you know what? Yo, I just got tested. Did you get tested? Nobody's having that
Oh,
conversation.
wait.
Nobody's
Wait,
having
hold
those
on, wait,
conversations.
hold on.
Nobody's having those
That's
conversations.
a
Let's keep
different-
it 100% real.
That's
You
not
can
what
say
I
if
said.
nobody includes the women that they're fucking on a regular basis, then you're right. Because if a woman said we can't have sex until we go to the doctor together, more niggas would talk about it.
Yeah.
Period.
But that's
Yes,
the thing.
no,
Why would I
it's-
ask a nigga when's the last time you
Yes,
went to
it
the doctor?
is.
It's
No,
like,
you don't do that.
women-
You don't do that.
Men don't. You
They
can't.
just said let's go together.
Listen,
Exactly.
I didn't ask them, let's go together. They looked at me like, oh, you
If-
got something?
if
Why
he-
gotta have something? I
Hello,
want to make sure you're good.
Khadijah, that's his response. That's God allowing you to find
To
out
not-
that he's not
to
for
not
you.
fuck him.
And you simply move forward.
Yes.
But if you're mad that he won't tell you and you still fuck him, whose fault is it now?
True is mine.
It's all in the word.
Intelligence is measured by you getting the most you can but putting the least amount of work. Originally, you had to slay dragons to get the pussy. You don't have to do that anymore. That is not men's fault. That's actually intelligent of men to still be able to get pussy without having to slay dragons.
Right.
If women have a problem with it, women have to enforce their standards. You can talk about what a real man is all you want, but if you're still fucking fuckboys and dirty niggas, whose fault is that?
Yours.
You're allowing it.
Period.
I was just talking to a guy on the train about it. It's like we can't do nothing. Men are gonna be men.
Sorry.
It's been like years. All right, put like this. It's a systemic thing because I'm not trying to say it's a black and white thing, but black in Africa,
Black
we had
society.
more men. I mean, men had women. More women. It wasn't because they wanted it. It's because there was overpopulation of women. Even Farrakhan said it. It's good to be with one man and one woman, but unfortunately, there's a population of more women than men. So we have to compensate. We can't let our sisters go out and then try to impede on other sisters.
Be my
I'm not trying to say it like that, but there's other sisters impeding on other sisters' relationships. And then it's
So
about
you mean I gotta share you with the next bitch because she
I'm not trying to say like in our mind. Within the black men,
There are people who are into
no,
that.
within the black men DNA, where we want more than one
That's
woman.
for rich
You
men.
can't. No, that's not for rich men. Rich men stay with the wife, and they have that wife, and they pay that wife, and then they fuck other women.
And the wife that
That's what they do.
insurance to
But
look
black
around.
men, but us in the community, we don't
I
do
pay
that.
her. Leave my man alone.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
But
Okay,
you
but
want
this is
your
what I'm
money.
saying. Yeah, Yeah.
We only got 15 minutes left. And clearly, you guys are interested in doing this.
I'm paying her. Leave my man alone.
But your money, that's your
sis.
money.
I
Your
will
man
buy
is
your
money
life.
to you because
Leave
the
my man alone.
bread is big. When he gonna pay her even more to stay.
So I want to ask a question to the girls first, and then the guys will answer afterwards.
Okay.
Because this is another thing that I've learned has a big disconnect. Y'all are on a different fucking planet. What do y'all think men want in a relationship?
Stability.
Men?
Let's want a woman that can bring some type of stability. I feel like if my life is stable, a man is not gonna want to be with me long term.
If what? Say that again.
I feel like if my life doesn't initially become stable at some point, like I don't have any type of foundation for myself, I feel like he's not gonna want to be with me. Like this is how I've always looked at things. I feel like if you got the cement and I got the bricks, let's figure out something. If I got the nails, you got the wood, let's figure out something. But I feel like if it's not like that, you don't want me. I bring no value to your life. If you can't buy the house and I make it a home, who the fuck am I? But the bitch that.
But
you
there's
get
some
it.
men who will still
bless
take
you.
care of you.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
It's
That
rare.
take care of me, but I also want to know that if my man gets in a car accident or something, I want to be able to take care of him too.
Right.
That's just how I feel because some of the things that I've seen, I'm just like, oh shit, what the fuck you gonna do, sis?
For the fans,
Or motorcycle accident.
so
If you
you're-
get into a
Yeah, like,
motorcycle
and the
accident.
thing is, I like guys who are into extreme things.
So you
for the
feel like
fans, for the fans, what's your big thing size?
I don't know.
so you feel like you're not
Measure it when
stable.
I'm sleeping. I think that's really
That's
romantic.
Right now you think you're not stable.
I feel like right now I'm 23 years old. One day I want to be at work. Next day I want to quit, but I still go to work. Sometimes I want to eat this. Next day I want to eat this, but I don't know what I want.
You talking about food?
Like no, just at this age, I don't know what I want sometimes. Like I don't talk to guys and be like, yo, I want you to be my man. Next day I'm like, you know what, fuck you, nigga, get the fuck off my phone. Like literally, I can be like that. So at this age, I just want to be stable for myself. I want to get up and the ground is not like this. For me, right now, it's a little like this because I'm putting an apartment together, building my own place, like trying to put my own place together, paying my own bills. I'm working every day, and I'm just like, okay.
It's going to be like that for a while.
Yes, that's fine, but I want to initially get to a point where it's solid, where it's a bit solid enough where I can bring a guy can be with me, and he's not falling with me. If that makes sense.
What about you?
What's the question?
What do you think?
Right,
What do you think men want in a relationship?
A guy wants?
Yeah.
Well, I believe in like equality. So like she was saying, if you have the bricks, I'll bring the
cement.
right. So I believe in us doing things and growing together. So I would expect the guy to want for me to compliment him and do things that we can build together. I don't believe in
Y'all
just
are saying too much intelligent shit. Go ahead,
no,
Angel, you
but
can
that's
say-
how
say- No,
that's
y'all
how
are
my
saying too much
relationship is.
intelligent shit.
I can't
Are you
say
asking
no
them on a
shit.
No, I
personal
don't
level?
want
Or
you
are
to.
you
I'm talking about
asking
what I
what do you think guys want?
We build together.
No,
we do stuff together.
that's cool.
No, I'm asking you.
Huh?
Are you asking them?
I don't know what guys
What do you think a
No,
guy wants
what
them, or do you
the
think?
answer is? What the answer? The way the answer is fine.
And a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed.
Boom.
Go ahead, Angel. What do you think
I
men
mean,
want?
that was the best.
Okay, let me put it like this. What do you think a man? What do you think
What
a
you
woman
said?
has to have to make him say I want to marry her?
Mental stimulation, penile stimulation.
Yes.
It's
already
Make sure
Boys.
Clear your throat,
when
guys.
you go home, I can cook you a good dinner and also fuck your brain and your fucking dick at the same time. You come home, you're gonna be stress free. Tell me what's going on at home, baby. What happened at work? I'm gonna sit there and listen to you, not say anything. That's crazy. You wanna rub your head? It's alright. I got you. What you want?
You
good.
think that's what men want?
I think they want peace at home.
No, for the record, she's right.
But
Stop
peace,
it.
peace doesn't mean you being there rubbing the head either.
No, but it's me.
Sometimes
I'm
it's
not
gonna
saying
be
I'm not
alone.
saying that I'm dumb. I'm saying I'm intellectual. But
I'm finished.
I'm saying like black women, we want to be that argumentative, strong we can, but be submissive as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not.
You said black women want to be that?
We are in charge.
Where?
We are the queen. We want to be that. I am assertive. I want to tell you when we would eat, what time we eat. However, I want to know when. If I feel as though you should be. I should be submissive to you. I will. But if you're not an alpha, I'm not gonna be submissive to you. And then that's you listen to the man. So I think a man wants to be known they are the king of the house, but also be taken care of. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Like, all right. So that's what I'm saying. Like
You said 5.5?
Huh?
You ready for that?
Like, it's hard to be submissive Like,
It is.
if he's
Guys, I don't want to hear about what you want. I ask about what men want because we know what y'all want.
So what do men want? Let me hear what men want from the men. What do you want? You.
Me?
What do you want, Bones?
One.
Take your glasses off.
I gotta take my glasses
Oh,
off
you
to
can use
answer,
them to see?
to answer the question.
Yeah.
Nobody on these things could see who you are. They could see us.
Yeah, they can
But
see
anyway,
me whether I
it
have
doesn't
glasses or not.
It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
What do you
but-
want?
I guess for my wife, the person that I'm going to be with, like I want her to support me 130%.
Right.
Number one.
What does that mean? Because
So,
I think that word is overused.
whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, I don't work a 9 to 5.
Okay.
Right, so that's like number one. I would rather take my 40 hours a week and put it into, you know what I'm saying, like invest in trying to build something, whatever, gambling, I don't care what it is, but I'm just not going to waste 40 hours, you know, to go out here killing myself for $400 or $500 a week.
Okay.
Preach on
You
that.
understand what I'm saying? So I need her to be on that same
To
page,
understand all that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, yeah, I'm getting mixed up with the names.
It's alright, Capricorn crew.
But because, you know what I'm saying, like because I'm always on the go or whatever, I need her to kind of be like that rock there. You want to go out and you want to work that 9 to 5, then you do that until I say, you can stop. This is what we're doing or whatever now.
I like that.
But unfortunately, the majority, I can't say everybody, but the majority of whatever women, they just, you know, they want that right now. Like, nah, don't do that. Just go and get this job or whatever, and then let's figure out how to pay these bills and how to pay this car note and how to do this, and let's stop. Let's stop eating this. You know what I'm saying? And try to save money or whatever here. Try to save the money to do what though?
So you want somebody to be in sync with you in whatever you're doing, and y'all
See the bigger picture.
understand.
Definitely see the,
Partnership.
definitely see the bigger
Partnership.
picture because like
You said sell the blue.
this is not,
That's something that
you know,
everybody's
and
like,
unfortunately like we're getting ran out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying, like number one. So it's getting to a point where like you used to be able to go to Brownsville and be like, yo, I can get a 3-bedroom apartment for $1,500.
bro, it's
I just saw a posting for a studio for $1,800,
In Brownsville?
and that's Brownsville.
yeah.
She know about Brownsville.
Trust me, I know
That's
about
in
that.
Brownsville.
What do you want?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Stable woman. I'm a
Yeah,
complicated
stop
person.
using one word things because everybody has a different definition of that. They can
Stable.
use
Some people
tangible.
say
I know. I'm very
Okay.
sneaky around my words.
So stop. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
explain.
All right. Right now, I don't know.
And that's what I rather you say.
I really don't know.
And that's, I
because
had this conversation before, and most men are not really. You saw how I made him use real words, and that's something that you guys can think about in the future. When you hear a guy talk about,
I'm sorry, yeah, you know that's what you got.
you hear guys use these big abstract words with no real concrete definition. You know, because it sounds good, supportive, nurturing. I can't measure that.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely measure how I provide. Is the bills paid? Do I have to? Can I get my hair done, my nails done? Do I have to worry about the lights? Is the fridge full? Et cetera, et cetera. You know, you can calculate how much I'm providing.
Mm-hmm.
You can calculate how protected you feel. You can calculate how much I let the world know that you're my woman. But the shit that most women measure their role by, even I feel weird saying the word role because I'm worried about the angry email.
No, it's fine.
You know, I'm just saying, but y'all laugh because y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, it's
Because I'm not allowed to say it's okay to say as a man you are supposed to do X, Y, Z, right? If my sister or any of my female friends talk to me about a guy, it's very easy for me to explain to them, this is how you measure whether or not he's into you. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to do this. Mm-hmm. But if you have a conversation that's too public and the women that you're talking to are not your friends,
Right.
It's very easy for me to get attacked by saying, what are your expectations for this woman that you want to make your wife? Mm-hmm. When my friends are saying that they want to get married, and I ask them that, I can't ask them that in front of other girls because the police...
The police.
Yep.
The pussy police.
The misogyny police, the misogyny police will tell me that I can't tell a woman what she's supposed to do, and she's not supposed to have no expectations of what she's supposed to do for a man, etc., 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 etc. But you can tell me what a man's supposed to do. So I'm always curious in hearing what women think they're supposed to do. So when he's saying, and the same thing vice versa, because if he can't articulate in specificity what it is that he needs, then he's not going to be able to know. This is not a criticism.
No. I just don't think it's available. That's what it is.
No, it is available.
I don't mean to say it like that. I don't think it's available.
You think you can match?
And the only reason why it's not available is because you don't know what it is in specificity. Because if it was anything else, if we was talking about what we wanted, if I was to ask you what's your ideal client, right? If you was paying me thousands of dollars to be your consultant, and you said, I need help with social media, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and I ask you what's your ideal client, and you can't identify that, I'm gonna tell you that's why you're suffering, because you don't know who you're shooting for. Mm-hmm. If she's saying that she wants to get more money for the people who higher paying clients, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, I would ask us, there's more specifics than just bigger invoices. She doesn't do fake locks.
Yeah.
She only does natural hair things. You understand what I'm saying? So she's not interested in showering and doing in tracks and bundles.
Who's showering?
So I don't think it's possible because honestly,
No.
they're gonna think I'm weird.
It's not possible for you.
Not for me, because you know what? I believe in poly.
I
believe in poly relationships.
Okay.
I believe in having more than one, but then more
Under
than
the same
two.
roof?
Yeah, the same. This is what I believe in. This is what I
Like, you
believe.
could afford to court 2
Some
women.
just check my track records and actions
I can do it.
and let me leave.
No, I have one. If I have two
Can you
women,
send me?
one or two women,
Are you able to
the
save
same kind of mindset.
No,
'Cause
but
it's
someone
different.
says,
Poly-
Just trust my track record and actions and let me
What do you
lead.
mean?
I don't like
know what the fuck
that.
means. Me, I don't like it either.
That's why I left my last man, because he said let me lead. No, nigga, it's a two-way street.
It's
You've done this for me.
Just saying he don't think.
You don't understand. You've been in a triad relationship. All y'all been in triad relationships.
Hello, that don't count.
No,
Because
it
in a poly,
does.
They actually know that that's going on.
No, but what I'm trying to say, I think of this as a
The way to
black
pimp is
community.
the hoes don't know about each other. You're just a
That's
liar.
what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
You a liar.
Real pimps, the hoes know about each other.
Exactly.
No, what I'm trying to
You're
no,
just
they
a liar,
don't.
nigga. You was a liar.
No, not me. What I'm trying to say is that men, like he said, how many? Like he said,
Oh, now you're bringing him into it?
hold on, I'm not trying to bring him into it because he said he dealt with 5 women. So this is what I'm trying to get at.
I didn't say 5.
So you want?
No, wait. Let me put the base on this. Let me go to base on this. Like he said, let's just say 3 women at one time, right? 3 one time, right?
They all know each other.
You don't know.
Not currently.
Do they know or don't? Do you let them know or don't? Or do you let them know about each other? Or do you like say?
No, now I do.
You let them know
Right.
personally.
Like,
Like,
do they
this
see
is
each other in the party?
I don't have to point them out, but like they know, like yo, we walk into a spot or whatever, like together, and like somebody walks up and they trying to kiss me in my mouth, and I'm with that, then you know that we together.
Hold up. So wait.
You
We
gangsta.
gotta sit down. But this is the thing I'm trying to.
I can see you saying
But see,
something
this is
like
the thing
that.
I know.
I can see you saying something like that.
So
though.
you're dating.
When you call it, you just
Come and
said,
kiss
Who's
women
been in
in
open
front of me.
relationships?
Y'all
Raise
let
your
them
hands.
both disappear out of thin air.
Hold on.
Why?
Who's been in
Because
open relationships?
he probably just been lying to you or making you believe
Have
that
you
you're
been
the
in
only
open
one.
relationship? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Open relationship. Who's been in
I
open
mean,
relationship?
fuck buddy. I mean, fuck buddy. Like,
All
having
right.
it
If you're in an open relationship, you're in a triad, but y'all living in different homes.
you're
It's
wrong.
that.
You're wrong. You're
Yes,
mixing
it is.
definitions.
Hold on.
You're mixing
You know why?
definitions. She said she helped you. A fuck buddy means that we're not in something serious. We're just having sex.
Yes.
And you can do whatever you want. A triad relationship means that we're connected and we know about each
Okay.
other and we're sister wives.
Can I,
There's a fucking
let me put the
difference.
face on this. I think of us as
fuck
a
does that mean?
community, okay? That's what I think of us. I think when
A
we're doing.
community? Did you say that?
Can I
Yo,
finish? Can I finish?
It's a community, baby.
It's like community.
We all in this together.
But this is why. Hold on. All right. So,
That's
like
why
I
I
said,
value
me myself, I feel I'm into black love. I'm into black.
No, you're not.
That's
No,
what
you're
I
not.
Love Jones.
No, you're not.
I
Why you
wasn't.
with the black love and you diluting me with other bitches, nigga? You got a son or a daughter? You got a son or a daughter?
You just said they all black, son.
You got a son or a daughter?
I used to, and I'm trying to tell you. All right, so this
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your fuck boy, and this is
I
how
think
they're made.
You gotta think of this. I'm not a fuck boy. Why you ever think I'm a fuck boy? I'm not no more.
be nice instead of
I
saying
don't
no.
I don't like to
She
be
likes
nice.
to give
I
people
don't
the back
like
door.
All right, we don't like this, right?
Let me give you this plan B.
Next no, I'm not nice.
All right, this is one example. This is one example. I'm gonna use my cousin. I'm gonna use my cousin as an example. Both of my cousins are weird.
Under the bus.
And they got married in their 20s.
Right.
No, before 25.
So,
Right now-
do not tell them. Do not tell
Wait,
them
let
cousins.
Roger go.
No, let me say. No, I'm not talking. No snitching, no snitching. They have stability.
Right.
They have more than one home. They have more than one kid. And they have, what is it? Stability. They're happy. They went through good and bad times. But yes, this is a family. And that's what I think of. I think of when you have a fuck buddy or this and that, you go off and you just do this frivolously. I'm thinking, well, you know what? You probably stop somebody from family or you stop yourself from a family. That's just me. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the whole we're fucking each other thing. I think we should base it on friendship. We should build on friendship. And then guess what? A lot of people won't have these relationship problems.
No.
We won't have no confusion.
Can't base off of friendship. You know why? Because the niggas is gonna go around like, yo, we just friends, baby.
Exactly.
No, not like that. Not
no,
talking about
wait.
I'm talking about two different things.
No, sex. I'm talking about friends
different
without
things.
sex. That's what I'm
Friends
talking about.
without sex.
Okay.
And I messed up because I did the
Fine.
whole
I'm friends with
halfway.
benefits.
I did the halfway
Yeah, right,
thing,
for time.
but I was 30 something, and I never thought there was a level of relationship like that. That's what I'm saying. Until I did it. If I never did that, I'm like, oh fuck first or whatever. But I did it. I did it for 4 months, and I'm telling you, since that day, I'm like, that's like my best friend in my heart. Like I miss this person because
This is
of
the girl
that
you date
friendship.
now?
Yeah.
No. Long time. I can't do this social media. I can't go into too much detail.
I agree with you.
I delved in too much and not want the person to know.
Well, guys, our time is up.
There we go.
Hey,
Time's up.
I just want to know what Links wants.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got him. We
Alright,
got
what do you
links.
want? Right, what do you want?
What do you want? Like,
What do you want?
I wanted to say that what he said.
No, say it again.
What? Who said?
No, you gotta say it
No,
again.
it's because I feel like we all artists or like independent people, so we have
Yeah.
similar kind of thoughts. You know what I mean? Like me, I want a supportive woman. That's what I want. I want somebody who's supportive of what I'm interested in and what I'm interested in doing and what I'm interested in accomplishing. You can't just, like you said, go out there and make this and do this. Forget about what you're doing. Support what I'm doing, because I really believe in this. I'm passionate about what I'm doing. So that's what I want. I also want a woman that has a good head on her shoulder. She has to be very intelligent. That's what I want.
what do you consider very intelligent? Like, are we talking about like IQ on a different level or like?
You just gotta be my better half. You just gotta be my better half.
I love it.
I'm the street
Oh my
smart
God.
artist, person. I need you to be the book smart. You know what I mean? Person, I need you to anchor me.
She gotta read books every month.
Not every month, but you gotta like books. You know what I mean? You gotta like.
Asia, you read, right?
I can read it. Audio book.
No, but you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
an audio guy. I get it. I'm YouTube bully. So
This
I
was
ain't gonna
good.
talk. Yeah.
This was very
It's
fun.
faster.
So you guys, turn up your lives. I want to talk to you without being online. Please.
Bye guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Planet Links, follow me on
I'm not an
Instagram.
F boy. I'm not.
Stay out my
Stay
DMs.
out my- I'm gonna get so many
He's playing
hits on
every
my
ass
DM.
boy. So
I'm
he
like,
says.
what you doing?
So he says. Yeah. Someone said, is that Daniel? Someone shouted you out. Is that Daniel?
I guess this is sort of late, right?
Well, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Check out. Man, in live. Damn, it's a lot of people in here.
I really just learned a lot today.
So, and now you guys see why I invited these guys, but I see I need to invite a girl that's even a fuck girl.
Yeah.
And
A fuck
true
girl.
That's like